Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Today our topic is forming questions, and this is the second part in the series. In the first part we learned about inversion. In order to form questions, this is the second principle or the rule of forming questions. If have to, has to or had to are used in the statement, the question will start with do, does or did respectively. Let's look at examples. You have to use the white color. Do you have to use the white color? You can see that no inversion has taken place. There is no change in the statement. Just the word do has been added in the beginning of the statement to form the question. The second statement. She has to add water first. Does she have to add water first? Again, there is no change in the statement. Only the word does has been added in the beginning. But did you notice that there is one change in the verb? Does she have to add water first? Has become have. Why did that happen? Always remember that in the verbal group, and in this question, does and have are two verbs, and therefore they together form the verbal group. So in a verbal group, the first verb tells us about the time. So does has done its job, and we know by looking at does that this is present indefinite tense. Therefore, we don't need to have has. We will change has to have. Let's look at the last example. They had to work harder. Now this is past tense. And for the question, we will just add did. Did they have to work harder? And the same rule has been applied in this question as well. Did and have together form the verbal group, and the first verb did shows that it's past tense. Therefore, the second verb will not do the same job again. So, did they have to work harder forms the question. Do or does is used in present simple or present indefinite tense. You wake up early. He reaches on time. Both of these statements are in present indefinite tense. With the first person singular and the second person as well as the third person plural, we use do. And with the third person singular, we use does. You wake up early is second person singular, so we will use do. Do you wake up early? And in the second example, he reaches on time. The subject he is third person singular, and that is why we have s with the verb. So when we form the question, we will add does in the beginning, and the s from the verb will be removed. He reaches on time will become does he reach on time? And the rule is the same, that when does has done its job, the second part of the verb or the second word in the verbal group will not do the same thing again. Therefore, does he reach on time will be the question. Did is used in past simple or past indefinite tense. Ali established his company. Did Ali establish his company? Again, you can see that in the question, did is the first verb and establish is the second verb in the verbal group. Did has shown that this statement or this interrogative sentence is in the past tense. Therefore, the second verb will not use ed, will not be in the past tense. Let's look at the second example. He reached on time. Did he reach on time? Again, notice that did is in the past tense and therefore reach does not have the indication of past tense. Did he reach on time? This is how you form questions in the past indefinite tense. Let's look at some examples of answering the yes-no questions. Is this yours? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Does she teach you English? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Do you like playing sequence? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Did they arrive yesterday? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Have you finished? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Did he have to go? Yes, he had to. No, he didn't have to. Now this is a task for you. Read the statements silently and then form yes-no questions. Don't forget all the rules that you have learned in this presentation and the previous presentation. Look at these examples. These questions begin with a question word, and we will observe whether the rule of inversion has been used in these questions or not. Which is the best pen in your opinion? The best pen is, this is how you will begin your answer. Therefore, we see inversion in this question. Which is the best pen in your opinion? How do you open this? Over here, this is present indefinite tense, and we know that in present indefinite tense, when we form questions, we add do in the beginning. Do you open this? Or so, with how, it becomes how do you open this? Who was the founder of Pakistan? The founder of Pakistan was. Again, in this question, we see inversion. Who was the founder of Pakistan? Why is the climate changing all over the world? The climate is changing all over the world because. So, we have used inversion in this question as well. When will they send the parcel? They will send the parcel on Wednesday. So, there is inversion in this question as well. How good is your Arabic? My Arabic is excellent. How good is your Arabic? Again, there is inversion in this question. What is the short form? The short form is, so there is inversion in this question as well. Where is my purse? My purse is in the cupboard. So in this question also, we have inversion. That's all for today. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.